All right, guys. So should you buy a Honda Ridgeline? Mine's a 2023. 24's got some updated stuff on the inside, and I hope this review of mine gives you a good perspective of ownership. Again, first year, just over 1 year and a few weeks, and 35,000 miles later. So hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget the thumbs up. All right, guys, it's been over 1 year since I bought this vehicle. I think I bought it right around the first week of August in the year 2023, and just wanted to give you guys some updates, man. Honestly, I still love my truck, okay? I haven't gotten tired of it yet, to be honest. I still love it, and I was actually contemplating about getting a 2024 model, if the prices are reasonable and if they go down and if the financing is really good. But then I thought, I'm like, man, I just paid down a year's worth of car payments, so at this stage I'm leaning towards just keeping it. And the only reason why I was thinking that was just kind of the updates on the inside, so that's why I was potentially considering it. But you know what? It's been running good. It doesn't have any issues. Guess what, guys? My first freaking door ding. I'm so pissed. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. Right there. Okay. Freaking door ding. Right by the gas cap. So ticked off. What makes me like this truck? Well, first of all, it's an SUV truck, right? So drives like an SUV with all the utility of a truck. I mean, how nice is that? Let's see how many miles I've got. Let's see. It says 35,323 miles. 1 year's worth of driving, guys. That's 1 year's worth of driving. So, and I've driven my other vehicles too. I've got a work vehicle. I've got my Prius Prime, and my wife's got her Subaru Forester over there. I'll give an update on that Subaru Forester in a little bit. She puts a lot of miles on that vehicle as well. But do I still love my truck? Absolutely, guys. I still love this truck. I've got the COMNOVA 3, and what that does is it helps the vehicle self-drive, which I really love. And because I do a lot of freeway driving, it prevents the cumbersome of always having your hands on the steering wheel 24/7. So the COMNOVA 3 is a blessing. Definitely don't put your whole life into that. It only works really good for straight freeway driving, which is what I do a lot of. It does take some slight curves here and there without too many issues or problems. But yeah, I love it. What else do I love about my truck? Well, it seats people in the back really, really well. Okay, like there's plenty of leg room for everyone. That's exactly one reason why I love this truck. Is it's a good compromise between full size and medium size pickup trucks. The Tacoma's too small, you know. Yes, better capability, ridiculously reliable, but just too small on the inside. And you can't put sheets of plywood back there, you know, at least in the older generation. I'm not sure about the newer ones. This truck, I was able to put sheets of plywood in here. I put tons of 4x8 siding and plywood. So that was awesome. What else? I've used this vehicle many times. I don't really go off-roading too much. I did that little sand mode video when I was on this sandy beach area at a lake, and did well. I mean, honestly, it did good. I've driven this vehicle in snow since I've had it, and it drives fine, no issues. I mean, I always use studded snow tires, so it's always more about the tires, but the all-wheel drive system obviously works well. The quality of the vehicle, it's been pretty good. I'm trying to think of the complaints, and I know I had one complaint on this vehicle, and the Apple CarPlay sucks. The cell phone things. Cell phone charger down below sucks. I don't really use those. I actually disabled Apple CarPlay, and I prefer not using it for any vehicle. That's just my preference. I've never liked Apple CarPlay at all. I do wish that the windshield wipers were rain sensing and automatic. That would be nice. I like the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. What else? Let's see. The air conditioning seems to be working pretty well. I do like the air conditioning in the sense that you can control the back and the front. But you know, the 2024's got a newer interface. You know, updated interface, and it looked nice. And you know, it also had the center console. And those were my reasons for potentially getting the 2024. Obviously, you know, they're going to work out the kinks from the 2021 models and up. This is the 9-speed transmission. And obviously, you know, if you've been watching my channel, I do all my own maintenance on my vehicles. So one thing is that it is pretty easy to work on this vehicle. I wouldn't be discouraged or scared to do it yourself. Just do it safely. Make sure you chalk the wheels and, you know, wear, you know, goggles and gloves and whatnot. It's actually not very hard to maintain this vehicle. The rear differential change was easy. The automatic transmission fluid was easy to do. And I've made that video on all those there too. Oil changes. I mean, yeah, the oil filter's in a crappy location, but you know, it's not horribly much more worse than any other vehicle. I put a Fomoto valve on this and it's been working fine. So I've been happy with that overall. But just, you know, the 1 year update, it's like, well, I still like it. You know, I you know, to be honest, I still love it. It's been a great vehicle. Still reliable. Again, mostly freeway miles. So I don't really plan on changing my timing belt at 100,000 miles. I think I'm going to run it to 150 before I do that. And you know what? Teach your own. I don't do a whole lot of city driving in this vehicle, so I feel pretty confident the timing belt's going to go to 150. So we'll see. I'll probably, if I average 30,000 plus miles a year, you know, it'll get me there in what, 5 years. When I change my timing belt, and it's an expensive job. I think probably around 70 to 80, maybe 100,000 miles, I'll probably do the spark plugs. Those are, it looks like from the engine, it didn't look too difficult. So I'm going to do that. What else do I like or dislike about this vehicle? Oh yeah, there's that slight delay, you know, as you reverse. You shift with this little shifter buttons there, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it. I've accepted it, but it's okay. You know, I mean, it does take a second. Like, so if I want to go from reverse to drive or back and forth, there's always that stupid delay, you know. But otherwise, the transmission's been shifting good on this vehicle. I changed all the fluids out, like I said, around 15,000 miles and 30,000 miles. The 15,000 mile change, that was again, those were all easy to do. I do like filling the transmission fluid in this vehicle. It's very easy. It's right in the top. You just have to have a long funnel. Yeah, so what else? You know, this has kind of been tested and time tested and proven that it's pretty reliable as well. Since this is 2023, you know, it's had the 9-speed automatic for a while now. The oil fluids, not too cheap. Depends what dealership you go to. Ask them for a discount, guys. They'll always say they'll give you a discount, so ask them for a discount. But yeah, I usually just use OEM fluid and parts for my cars and my vehicles. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what else, because there was something here that was just kind of annoying me and irritating me about the Ridgeline, but must have not been so bad where it's always on my mind. I love the sunroof. I love the rear sliding rear sliding window. I got the black edition. So, you know, it's ground clearance. Maybe that's probably the biggest thing I'd complain about is the ground clearance. So, yeah, 1 year update, no issues, no problems. Nothing's been broken or needed anything. Headlights work great. Wish they were a little bit more on the road, but they're fine, you know. I've got the soft top TONNEAU cover. Thinking about getting a cap or a canopy, but not 100% sure. But it's kind of nice. I mean, I kind of like to have that little extra storage in the back there, but I may or may not need it. But I've actually transported my power washing tools, equipments. Again, I've done some remodeling for my stepson's house and bought some big couches and appliances and things like that and used it for this vehicle. And I do love the in-trunk storage bed, and so that's a blessing. Like that's really awesome. I use that all the time and for all my tools and everything. I also like the swinging tailgate, of course. I use that majority of the time as well. So that's nice and accessible. I put a Vantrue in here, and that seems to be working pretty well for my dash cam. But yeah, so everything I love about the vehicle, I just told you. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I don't like about it. It drives comfortable. Honestly, the tires look great still. I'm at 35,000 miles, and the tread on this truck is freaking impressive. I'll probably get, like, who knows, 80, 90,000 miles out of these tires. And let's see if I can get, yeah, this has got 35,000 miles on it, practically, you know, at least 30,000. I mean, I did put some snow tires on last winter, but look how much tread I got left. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys like about your truck and how it's been holding up for you. You know, it's not for everybody. Like I said, the ground clearance is lower, but I'm a freeway truck, so I don't do any off-road. I'll tell you what, though, I'm kind of pissed off about myself. I did this to my wheel, scraped that up, busted up that tire. I hit a freaking curb. My fault, of course, but I bought some new rims, exactly the same as this. Got them for a sweet deal, $400 for 4 rims, brand new, OEM, and I'm gonna have to replace this rim with it in the future. It's been holding up, but God, look at that. Not happy about that, you know. But otherwise, yeah, love it. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it.